On this segment of Planning Phase Syndicate, we're going to be covering the Republic's point changes that AMG released earlier this May. If you like this and you want to check out our analysis on all of the other factions, hop up through this playlist and you'll find every other faction where we cover the same. But tonight, we're going to be covering all of the changes that have happened in Republic from AMG. Stay tuned for more Republic Jedi action.
Let's do it.
So let's get into points. So JJ, I'm going to ask you a couple questions. So you only have the changes on here, correct?
Yeah, so the way I listed here is the previous, the current points cost, and then the previous point cost, or what it costs from the previous loadout. If it's marked in blue, that means that it's beneficial to that particular ship, meaning they got a points reduction or they have something added to it. If it's marked red, then that means they've lost points or they've increased costs for it, or they've lost like a particular like upgrade slot, for instance. So, so I try to color code it for it. If it's not color, if there's no color in it, I mean there's nothing changed for that particular stat, or there's nothing else for it. But I that's how I've color coded it. Basically, blue is positive, red negative, essentially. And of course, if anybody wants access to this, definitely jump on our Discord. I put it here in our announcements page for anybody to access. I sorted it out between all the different factions, including all the upgrades for those factions. So if you want to see a more detailed look just for the changes that occurred for this last points update, you're free to use that. It's open to anybody who wants to take a look at it, and hope you guys can use that for your list building. So yeah.
All right, let's move on to Republic. All right, so we start off with the ARC 170s. Every one of them went down a point. So that's super neat. We'll look at Rebels in a minute and see similar things. Anyway, so they all went down a point and they lost about half their loadout, minus Sinker, who, by the way, folks, Sinker lost 3 loadout. Don't worry, you can still run Sinker. Sinker, like, I don't understand the logic in this. Sinker's at 4 points and has all the loadout. Whatever.
Well, the Sinker's at 5. He went down from 6 to 5.
Okay, so okay,
Yes.
JJ,
That makes sense.
thank God, because I didn't understand why in God's green earth we were getting a 4-point Sinker.
No,
But
Sinker
whatever.
went down to 5. But
Sorry, that's my
also,
fault.
Sinker is now the only arc that has a crew slot. Kind of useless in Republic, but you can use it if you want. Like Wolfpack probably is your best bet there.
I think the oddball SOC change is huge. Like, it's a 5-point oddball arc. I cannot stress enough. Oddball has been the bane of, like, Republic. Everybody wants to run them, but nobody can. I'm telling you right now, that is a viable oddball. I don't care what anyone, like, that competes, in my opinion, with Wolf.
It's better than Wolf.
So
I've been saying this whole time since SOC came out, that SOC oddball is really, really good.
Yeah, I got to say, though, going back to Sinker, having that crew slot, you're able to put in Plo Koon crew who can give them a purple reinforce and then help repair a face-up damage card if they're in the side arc of Sinker. I mean, that just makes them very tanky. And on top of that, you're providing passive rerolls with the ability already with the side arc. I mean, that's almost, for me, I think that would be a staple for Sinker, just having Plo Koon crew.
Yeah, maybe. I could see it. I think.
Yeah, in a beef list. Yeah,
I could see it. We'll move into Y-Wings. I don't know if it's really that big a deal. R2-D2 went down to 3, Matchstick 3, Broadside 3.
Matchstick
Everybody
is
lost.
The only ship that went down 2 points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because for some reason he was at 5.
Nobody flew him. But
one's good
lost all
enough
the loadout. So I don't know. Like, I think Broadside is the only one, maybe, but Broadside's ability is kind of, I don't know, meh.
Broadside's great. I love Broadside. Just a really consistent ion turret carrier.
Yeah, same with Matchstick. Yeah, Matchstick is really good.
R2D2 was actually pretty solid still because has the crew slot.
Yes.
Don't sleep on that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Z95s went down to 2 points, boost and slider.
They chose my two favorite ones.
Yeah, so cool, I guess. That's really what Republic needed. I think slider is 100% slept on, and I think slider for 2 points you could put, because you can still put sync console, right?
Yeah, sync console is 1 point.
Or dedicated. Dedicated is 3 now, right?
3 out of what I could assume is pure personal spite against me as well.
No, I know what. No, it's not you. It's because they're stupid and they leave all these stupid, freaking token sharing amongst themselves. If we didn't have all the token sharing, dedicated could just be 1. But with all the token sharing, you can't have dedicated. I'll be honest, they could have just banned dedicated. To be honest with you,
it'd be tragic.
I don't care. You know what? You can also ban all the token sharing, and then you can have your dedicated back, Alex.
And then just not have any rebel faction.
I disagree with you. I disagree with you 100%. They were viable before that. I will say though, the boost I don't care about. Slider 100% is cool.
Boost is incredible. I love boost.
I think boost is good for assault.
Boost is. I have dodged so many arcs with boost, just using his ability, which is not limited to himself. So it's like literally anyone next to him that did the blue maneuver that's on your team. You can boost off of that. Anytime anyone got range 1 of me, Defender Vader, I just boost right past him. It's disgusting. The things that boost can do. I like boost more than I like slider. And I played both extensively.
I prefer slider. Plo Koon got more loadout. Went to 14, so they're like, do you want to play Plo Koon? Come on. Whatever. I don't know. I don't think that's bad. I think it makes it a contender, to be honest with you, but it's really hard to ignore 3/4 Obi.
Plo Koon is a very underrated support piece.
But I still think... Go ahead.
I was going to say, what would you put on Plo Koon, right? Because he doesn't have a mod slot because he already has CLT, the 7, Delta 7. So, he doesn't have a mod slot because it's occupied by CLT. The astromech you could put on him is either going to be R2 or Chopper at 8 points, and then you got 6 point left over for either Force or Talent slot. I mean, what would you consider even putting on Plo Koon?
Chopper, Predator, Patience.
Chopper, Predator, Patience. Okay.
Or R2D2 if that's not already part of your list somewhere.
That's fair. Okay.
I mean, you can bump it up to Crackshot. You have 1 more point left over, but I like Predator more if you're not going to run a list with a lat, which you probably aren't. The Patience is really good with his ability itself because they are both the same trigger. So you can pass a focus token and then Patience to force you to spend back on it.
Interesting. Nice.
Also, if you really wanted to, you can take off CLT and get your mod slot back, but that's probably...
No, don't.
Outmaneuver Patience.
Outmaneuver Patience is a thing too. I think that's good too. I don't know. I like Plo Koon, personally, but and I don't care the 7B. All they did is give them 2 more loadout. Who cares?
Oh, I like 7 point. I like 7B Plo Koon as well. But
yeah, but whatever. They gave him 2 points. I mean, I don't think that changes the world. So
I think I played more Plo Koon than I have any other Aether Sprite.
Now Ada's seen some love.
A lot of love.
Anakin Ada going down to 4 points. The SOC version, that's pretty scary because you can run him and Obi for 8 points, and I'm telling you right now, that's pretty good. Shakti going down to 4 points is pretty good, but she lost 8 loadouts. So basically they said, we're gonna give it to you, but you can't take shield upgrade anymore if you want her. Which sucks. That sucks. To me, that sucks a lot. And they did Yoda so dirty. Oh, we're gonna give you Yoda at 4 points, but you're gonna lose 4 loadout. And it's like, why? He's an I3. He's an I3. He's gonna die. I don't know. I love Yoda. I do. But you can now run 5. You can run 4 Adas and something else if you want. You can run 5 Adas because you can run Kit Fisto. I forgot they lowered Kit Fisto too.
Well, no, they just gave him a cannon slot. He was always 4. But now that he has a cannon slot, people might actually play him. Because I'm not sure if people realize it. His ability just doesn't have a range, by the way.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
no.
It doesn't. Yeah, no.
I'm not sure if anyone, oversighted that, but, all you have to do is bullseye someone.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, I think that Anakin Ada that's huge. I don't know.
Yeah. Any Ada, still can take a shield upgrade and still equip Malice. And probably still have, let's see, that gives 11 points, so he can still put on elusive if he wants to as well, with his ability being able to take away stress tokens after he does a red maneuver. Makes him very, very effective knife fighter. You don't really need to put a cannon slot on him. You can if you want to, but Annie is just really, really good, a really good piece at 5 points. You can put both him and the either the Ada Obi-Wan as well. That's 4 points, or heck, even the Siege of Coruscant Annie, if you're not too concerned about using the auxiliary ion cannon, both him and Obi-Wan at 4 points. That's incredible value for Adas.
And you have 12 points left over, and mysteriously you have 3 SOC arcs that are also 4 points. Weird.
Yep.
Yeah. Stop.
Oh,
stop
and then also use Born for this. Yes.
Yeah, for everything. No evades, though. I mean, you just take your own evade, but yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Edas, mostly because if you have to play real perfectly with them.
Yeah.
Not a lot of forgiveness with them. I like it when other people play them because people are bad with them. But I mean, 4-point Eda Anakin can do some really nasty things if you do it right.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's move
Less
on.
convinced on SOC Obi-Wan. Eda, though. Anakin's much better. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. We'll move on to Gauntlets. Bo, 6 points. But, oh, hey, we're going to kill 8 points to load out. Bo is 1,000,000% unplayable at all. Like, there's no reason to run a Gauntlet ever. Ever in Republic now. Like, sorry.
I'm not sure if you guys noticed that they removed the restrictions off the titles for the Gauntlet. So any Gauntlet that has the title slot can take them.
They did. I have a feeling that might be a mistake, but we'll see.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I feel that's a mistake on their behalf.
Probably.
But I won't lie and say that I have Night Brother on Pre-Vizsla right now. So.
There you go.
Or not Pre-Vizsla, on Bo-Katan. So, just saying. Anyway. I don't care about the generic at all. Hawk went up to 6 points, but doubled his loadout. So I don't know. It just tells me you take Sicko. What they're doing, what they need to do with Lats is they need to have a configuration card for Lats.
Yes.
And we just can move on with our life. I need a configuration
1000%.
card. People are still going to run Sicko. It's not, and Sicko's good. I don't care what people say. Sicko's good. But
I love Sicko. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person that's ever played him, but I love Sicko.
I have played Sicko. Thank you.
His time on target's great.
Yes, I love Sicko personally. I still think Hawk at 6 points, with the loadout value is 100% playable if you want that piece for rerolls in there, plus a very aggressive Hawk. I don't know.
You can do something like Ayla Crew and 7th Fleet Gunner if you're really kind of aiming towards that, but that's a lot of points for that.
Yeah.
I might be out on Lats. That's really sad.
Yeah. Padme went down to 4 points, and Rick-O-Lay, baby, is 4 points. You're going to see Rick-O-Lay no matter what. And Rick-O-Lay gets another talent slot, too. Like, why? Why?
Because you need a Daredevil and an actual other talent.
But stop it. Stop doing that. I don't want that.
Daredevil's expensive now, anyways. It's fine.
I mean, Juke Predator or Juke Elusive? I don't know. Golly.
Padme being at 4 is actually quite disgusting.
Yes.
That's a little bit. I'm just like, that's really good. And so is Luminara.
Yeah, exactly. As I was going to say, you're going to see some Lumi Padme listing make it in there as well. Which honestly, you know, I granted, Republic has a lot of toys at 4 points now that make them very, very good. However, with that being said, they have a lot of options there, which means that you're going to see a lot more variety of lists there. You're not necessarily going to see Siege of Coruscant constantly being played over there. I'm definitely excited to see different versions of Republic lists out there, considering that you have so many options at the different points values now for the Republic. Makes them feel a little more viable there. But, you know, we'll see how the meta shakes out.
Yeah, there's a list that I was like putting together for like Padme and like 7B. Lumi, that's 10 points. You put in the 2 Z95s, that's 14. You can either put another 6 or another 2 3-point ships, and you put the 2 3-point ships in there, and you got like Axe or whatever, or one of the SOC torrents, and then like Contrail or something, and that actually seems pretty decent.
Yeah.
So I'm going to apologize. I don't think we're going to get to lists tonight.
Yeah, at the rate that we're going. Yeah.
I really wanted to get to lists, though. I don't know.
But we got plenty of lists to review over the next few weeks. Thank you, everybody who's submitted a list. We are very excited to go through them. It's just points, unfortunately. There's quite a bit of changes there. So we want to make sure that we do cover those just for us to review this and see the impact on that they could potentially have in the meta. But we absolutely get through those lists in the coming episodes.
And maybe we'll do a midweek episode or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, so let's keep moving. Contrail Click SOC went up to 4 points, 100% needed. Oddball V-Wing coming down to 3 points, 100% seems good.
Okay.
What? You don't like that?
I'm not a oddball V-Wing kind of guy.
All right, whatever. I don't care what you say. I like it. I think that's a good move. Axe coming down to 3 points, but not upping kickback. You're just, I don't know. Whatever. You just take X. Cool. R7 A7 Astromech went up to 5. I do not understand why. And
Annie, basically. Yeah.
Whatever. Q7 comes down to 1.
It's still useless.
Well, they don't want things like upgrades at 0 points now, which is why, like, spoilers, I guess, like Jamming Beam and Tierfon are 1 point. Because Q7 should probably be like -6. I think it's garbage. I hate that thing.
Besh title goes up to 1 point.
Probably needed.
Yep, I'm okay with that. Ayla Crew, though, comes down to 12 points.
That'd be good if you had crew carriers in the Republic.
You do. There's just 6 points.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Sinker.
Sinker.
Yeah. Commandos, whatever. Dedicated, we already covered, went up to 3. And the big one, folks, is 7th Fleet Gunner is 13 points. They are essentially could just have banned it, and we wouldn't be in this conversation. Because why 13? Just ban it. I'm excited because I hate 7th Fleet Gunner with a passion. Like, I hate that card. I do. I don't think that card should be in the game, but
we're gonna take our 6 chassis of 2 dice attacks and bring it up to 3, baby. 13 points.
Well, probably because they don't want any of the gauntlets to run it, since they only have 12 points of loadout. But surprise, they're still useless. Like,
Sicko also has 12 points of loadout, so you can't do 7 Fleet Sicko. I also take this as a personal attack against my playstyle.